Welcome to my channel. My name is Adam, and in this video I'll be teaching you guys how I made $1,000 this past week. So how did I make this $1,000 this past week? Well, the method I used was reselling. What is reselling and how does it work? Reselling is basically buying something for cheap and flipping it for more. You're not making anything, you're just a middleman. So people mainly do this with one-on-one sneakers, one-on-one clothes, one-on-one electronics. But for me personally, I've been mainly focusing on reselling one-on-one AirPods Pros. So right now you heard me say the term one-on-one. So what is it and what does it mean? So one-on-one means a product is a nearly exact copy of the original. It's pretty much like a replica. So this pretty much just means it's the same size, shape, look, and majority of the time it's the exact same packaging. But it's mainly used to describe replicas, especially with things like AirPods, sneakers, designer clothes, watches, or even, expensive bags. So like designer bags. So when you hear someone say one-on-one AirPods, for example, they mean they're fake, but they look and feel just like real AirPods. And most of the time when you're buying from like a top supplier, which is very good, they behave the exact same way. So what do I mean by this? They have the exact same features. So like, for example, the AirPods, right? They would have active noise cancellation. They would have the Apple warranty, all that nice stuff. So an important thing to remember is you got to remember they're not authentic, but they're made to look very close to the real thing and they behave like the real thing. So that's why they're called one-of-one. So when you're selling them, always be honest. Please do not lie to the people who are buying from you, because you would be committing fraud, because they're not actually AirPods. Sure, they have the exact same branding, they behave the same, they're recognized as AirPods Pros when they're connecting, but you have to remember they're one-of-ones. Please tell the people who are buying from you that they're one-of-ones, So what do you need to start? You don't really need much. You can have a cheap budget. So I started with around $30 to $40. I would say 40. So I started with $40, and this was perfect for me as I was able to buy 2 AirPod Pros, and I later sold them for 105 Canadian and the other one for $80. So yeah, $80 Canadian. So if you guys are interested in these vendors, I will be putting AirPod Pro vendor in the description below. So yeah. So where do you find products to resell and what sells the best? So I use DHgate, which is a website full of vendors outsourcing one-on-one products which are identical to the real thing, and we discussed what one-on-one is earlier. So what do I resell? I mainly resell AirPod Pros and AirPod Maxes. I used to do AirPod Pros, but I don't really do them anymore. I mainly focus on AirPod Maxes because because those can create a bigger profit margin for you. But if you guys are getting into reselling, I'd advise focus on reselling AirPod Pros, because you could buy them for with my vendor link, which is free by the way in the description. You guys could probably buy them for 15-20 Canadian or 25 Canadian. I'm not sure how much that is in the US and worldwide, but it should be cheaper, and you could roughly sell them for 70 to 120. Don't sell them above, because you're gonna have to tell them they're one replicas, and to be honest, 70 to 120 is a sweet spot. So yeah, somewhere between those you can make pretty good money. And then how do you make it sell? So on the left side, I'm gonna have a bad listing image, and then on the right side, I'm gonna have a good listing image. So on the left side, you can see it doesn't really look good. It doesn't look that much appealing when comparing it to the listing on the right. The listing on the right is a photo I took. It has everything. It shows the cord, the earpieces, everything. And when viewers see that, they're gonna be like, yo, this looks really good, and the guy actually cares, and they're gonna be more interested. Around the left side, it doesn't really look that good, they're not gonna be that interested. So the main important thing are your listing photos, and then as well as the description. And we kind of just talk about them, say what features they have, stuff like that. Don't like what I see a lot of people do. People say brand new, sealed, got it as a gift. I'm gonna be honest, people have been reselling AirPods for a while. Please do not say that, as it's pretty stupid, because people are gonna know it's the same copy and paste of shit. So don't say that. And then for the title, just say AirPods Pro 2. You could do local pickup or delivery. I mean, if you're willing to do delivery to make this extra bread, go ahead, do delivery. But I feel like local pickup is way easier. And be honest when telling people. Don't just bullshit them telling they're the real. Just say they're a one-of-one high quality, and say they could test it out, because if you let them test it out, because they're pretty good vendors you could find. If you let them test it out, then yeah, they'll be more inclined on buying it. So just remember that. So how much can you make, and is it worth it in the end? Well, to be honest, this pretty much depends on you, right? So for me personally, in the past 2 days, I made $185 Canadian just by selling 2 pairs of AirPod Pros 2. And to be honest, it's not really like a full-time job, right? You don't really put in that much effort, but you get pretty good, profits. You make pretty good money, even though you don't put in that much, effort into it. But if you have good time management, you don't mind talking to people, then this is actually the perfect side hustle for you, because it doesn't cost that much money to start. It's pretty easy to do, and you get roughly scaled up to minimum at least like 4 figures. But if you have like all the time in the world, yeah, you could easily scale it up to 5 figures a month. It's not that hard. I mean, it is pretty hard, but like it's all depends on how like committed you are, right? You could put in like 20 minutes a day and you could easily make 4 figures. So what would I rate it out of 10? Personally speaking, I would rate it at 8 out of 10, because it didn't really take me much to get into it. I kind of was familiar with selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and it's like pretty much the same thing. You're just selling something on Facebook Marketplace. It's no different. So pretty much using this train of thought, yeah, I was easily able to get into it. Like, I saw people selling stuff for like 120, 150, and I knew they were also doing the same thing. But I'm like, what is going to make me stand out? So I thought of the listing photos, took the listing photos, put those on, started getting offers, made the price like $90. I didn't make it stupidly high, but I made it reasonable, and people started buying from me. So always have this like train of thought, like think reasonably, like think, I guess analytically, I guess that's just me. But just don't do something stupid, don't list it for like 150. It all depends on your listing. That's the main thing. Just remember that. That's a tip that'll help you guys out. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Only if the content is good, if it helped you. But yeah, in the next video, I'm planning on reviewing AirPods Pros Max. AirPod Maxes. If you guys want me to do that, I'd be down. And if you have any more comments, please tell me. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below, and I will also be putting the AirPod Pro vendor and AirPod Max vendors in the comments if you guys are interested. So yeah, peace out and have a good day.